The Office for Civil Rights collected $9.9 million in HIPAA fines last year, 22 cases. And here's what nobody talks about. Most of those came from something practices do every day, making content with the wrong tools. You're a medical practice owner. You need patient education content, blog posts explaining procedures, articles answering common questions, content that brings patients to your website. So you fire up ChatGPT, you type in your prompt, you get something that looks pretty good, and you just created a liability time bomb. ChatGPT is not HIPAA compliant. OpenAI won't sign business associate agreements. Any content workflow involving patient information or practice protocols could expose you to violations. But that's not even the scariest part. Pay close attention to this next part because this is where practices lose everything. Solution 1. Generic AI gets medical facts wrong. A study in JAMA formative research tested ChatGPT 4.0 on medical questions. Only 31% accuracy when evaluated by experts. That's a failing grade. Think about that. 1 in 3 medical claims your AI content makes could be wrong. In healthcare, wrong information hurts patients. It triggers malpractice claims. It destroys trust you spent years building. Google created a special category called YMIL, your money or your life. Healthcare content faces the strictest quality standards on the internet. If your medical content contains misinformation, Google actively pushes it down. If a patient relies on wrong information from your website, you're facing legal exposure. Medical content isn't like other content. It demands verification at every step. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Google actually tells you exactly what they want from healthcare content. Solution 2. The EEAT standard Google demands. EEAT stands for experience, expertise, authority, and trust. For health content, every part matters. Experience means real clinical know-how, not textbook talk, real knowledge of how things work in practice. Expertise needs content written or checked by real medical pros. Google says medical advice should come from people with the right training. Authority means citing trusted sources, the CDC, NIH medical journals, not random health blogs. Trust ties it all together. Right facts, clear info, no false claims. Generic AI fails on every count, can't verify medical facts, doesn't cite authoritative sources, no mechanism for expert review. Healthcare practices using generic AI are gambling with their reputation, rankings, and liability exposure. So what's the solution? How do you create content at scale without these risks? Solution 3. 3 non-negotiables for healthcare content. First, private knowledge bases. Your medical guides and practice info stay in a safe space, not sent to a public AI that learns from your data. Second, auto fact-checking with source links. Every medical claim checked against trusted sources and cited. No made-up data, no fake studies. Third, EEAT built into the process. Author info added. Expert review steps. Updates tracked for current medical rules. Let me show you the difference. Without proper tools, 31% medical accuracy, 2 to 4 hours physician review per article. Liability exposure gets buried by Google. With proper tools, verified facts from authoritative sources, publication ready in minutes, EEAT signals built in, content that actually ranks. Practices implementing this see 55 to 200% increases in organic traffic. Patient education content delivers 34% higher retention. FAQ content reduces call volume by 18%, freeing staff for actual patient care. These aren't hypothetical numbers. Healthcare practices are getting these results right now. So here is the proof. Medical practices generating content with proper compliance tools report consistent patterns. Rankings improve because EEAT signals are present. Liability exposure drops. Staff time redirects to patient care. 95% of healthcare organizations use content marketing. The ones winning meet Google's strict YMIL standards, not cutting corners with generic tools. This is why SEOengine.ai built tools is much better for health content. The private knowledge base lets you upload your medical guides and practice info. Your data stays yours. It never trains public models. Every piece includes auto fact checking against trusted sources. Sources are built in, not added later. If a claim can't be checked, it doesn't go in. EEAT happens on its own. Author info added, source links, expert quote style, all the signs Google looks for in medical content. And since health practices can't spend $300 per piece on writers, SEOengine.ai costs just $5. No plans, no contracts, pay only for what you make. Here's your action plan. Stop using generic AI tools for healthcare content. The liability exposure isn't worth it. Try SEOengine.ai for your next patient education article. To join this, click the link in the description. First article is only charged $5. And your patients deserve accurate information. Your practice deserves content that ranks. You deserve tools that don't put your license at risk. And don't forget to subscribe for more strategies. Now go and create content that protects your practice.